the Hawks' vacation plan?
Originally, we had a difficulty below Hazard 1 called Tourist Mode. Its main purpose was to provide players with an explorative option. Although it still spawned enemies, still required you to complete the objective and could still kill you. The enemies were much weaker, and if you were to beat a mission set to this difficulty, the payout will be non-existent. Also, you've been watching gameplay of this difficulty in the old Egg Hunt mission type this entire time. This difficulty was present from Update 7 right up until Update 14 when it was removed. The initial reason for removal was stated in Update 14's patch notes, which to summarize simply said it was barely played and felt broken since it didn't give out any rewards. Later on, in a very early roadmap, they've expanded their explanation stating that while it was indeed an attempt at an exploration mode, it felt off to the developers. The fact that you could still die and would receive no experience points bothered them. Then they go on to teasing of a fully fledged exploration mode coming to the game at some time in the future, where instead of the game having a focus on combat, it'll focus on exploration and navigation. And that's all. Or it would have been all if I didn't get my hands on a certain dev build. By accessing a certain menu in the latest dev build that I have, we can see tourist mode once more. To bring up this menu, you simply have to hold down right mouse button, press the X button on your Xbox controller, type in Q mining, and finally press the key combo Control Windows key D, and there we go. Obviously that's fake. Here we can select our good old tourist mode. Although in here it's called tourist, it's still basically the same thing. The main question now is, has it changed at all? And it definitely has in some way. While this mode is selected, enemy spawns are disabled. Even when mission control announces a wave, nothing will spawn. If any enemies slip through, their health or damage resistance will be severely reduced. I'd say even lower than it was in the old version. If any swarmer tunnels are triggered, only free swarmers will come out. And lastly, you still receive no rewards at the end, and get to hear this cool endless money dump sound. As a bonus, I'll also give y'all a quick look at Hazard X. This one is basically the same as Tourist Mode, where it disables enemy spawns. The only difference that I've found is that the enemy effective health is as high as if it was Hazard 4 or 5. The purpose of this difficulty is likely, as the name implies, for making trailers or videos. Having random enemies disabled allows for much easier control of which enemies will show up. And that's classified number 4. I haven't made an entry in the wiki about Hazard X as of this video, but it should be there soon enough.